Hello, everybody, and welcome again to a wonderful Monday on the Pair of Geeks YouTube channel. As per the last couple of weeks, now we are exploring Magic County and its chronicles. But before we get into this night session, I'd like my players to introduce their characters as per you could say tradition on the mask stream. Now, first, for the first time, Becky, please introduce your character. Even though you talked shit about my degus.
Your what?
Degus. My mice.
Oh,
They are
right.
actually degus. Yes. No pests.
That sounds like a monster from the Monster Manual. It really does. What the fuck is a degu?
It's a mouse from Chile.
Hello, Stephen.
So if we
Hello,
translate into English, it's just mouse.
No, it's Degu. D-E-G-U.
That's not a word.
Like beagle, it's not a word.
Hang on, I'm Googling it. Degu.
Are you going to introduce your character or not?
No.
Introduce your character.
No, it's not even a mouse. It's more like a hamster. It's still cat food, either way. Hi, I'm Becky. I am a very excitable person in this game, playing Bish Bash Bosh, but really I'm actually very droll, normally. My actual personality is quite sad and depressing, and I kind of just wish everything was over already. But I'm playing an exciting character.
Without the dread of existence engulfing you.
Oh no, it's all too much. Yeah, so I am playing Bish Bash Bosh. I am a gnome from the underworld who is a farmer, and I've been really keen to go on an adventure, so I bought myself some shiny armor, and I've set on out, only I didn't have enough money for a sword, so I had to make one out of 2 bits of wood held together by string.
That makes perfect sense. All right, now, please, Phil, introduce your character.
Hello, yes, I'm playing Darash, who is a half-orc paladin. He struggled through some personal tragedy and is now a champion for people's rights and is very, very partial to a pickled sow's ear.
All right, now, Ronnie, your character, please. As I fucked up your name too last week.
Yes. I'm playing Tarathu Shadowstar because I'm one of those guys who likes to do a bit of William Tell, with a crossbow and shoot people who've been going about a bit with my animals, and then selling them down the market because it's good down the house and getting some good gold pieces down for that. Yeah, give you some of that,
All right, so Ronnie will have 30 seconds of roleplay tonight, tops. Because I can't understand shit of what he's saying. But last but not least, our wonderful masks keeper. Please, Jason, introduce us to your character.
I am playing the serious member of the group, the one who's actually trying to do stuff in the game, Taemond Miritar, who is a half-elf. Comes from a noble background of sorcerers, however, he can't do any magic himself, so he has essentially disowned them and because of arguments and domestic problems and things, and he found that he's actually got a lot of talents and skills in other areas, especially things like deception and knowing if people are lying and throwing my dice around on the table. I'm supposed to go dexterity, but no, apparently not tonight.
Not tonight, no. So, as last time, how about a group therapy of summary of what happened in the last sessions?
Group therapy.
Well, it was all about this thing that was going on, and we were.
Oh, it's so exciting!
You're muted, Phil.
You're muted, Phil.
We actually got
Best
into a bit of
way.
a fight, and
Yeah. We did all those we did all those kobolds off, and I spanked one of them on the arse with my sword because Bagger deserved it,
Is this 30 seconds up yet? Don't use them all in the intro.
I'm going to eat more than 30 seconds out of this, I can tell you that now.
He's
It
just
was
milking
great.
it.
We fought kobolds. It was a proper encounter.
Then something happened, though.
Yeah, we had watch and went to sleep.
And then woke up, and then what?
Well,
We
Archie
saw them
wasn't
fish
there.
people, didn't we? Yeah, we saw them
No,
get
we didn't. We didn't.
No, I saw the
You
fish
and
people.
Taman saw fish people.
And Talaf.
Yeah, that's we, collective.
Yeah. For some reason, it was thought better to leave me asleep in the tent. I can't imagine.
Well, you
Why?
needed your sleep after
Yeah,
a long
yeah,
night.
I mean,
It was only fair.
you'd stood watch for such a long time. Well, you needed a bit of a
And
kit.
then essentially Talaf and I got to know them a little bit, had some rather horrendous food, but tried to keep up the pleasantries. We then went to see a wise member of these fish people who mentioned some stuff that out of character I can't fully remember what he told us. Oh, something about memories and that nobody remembers visiting
Yeah, when you go to the lake cave,
the lake
it wipes
cave.
your memory.
So when we relayed this back to the group, everybody else but me had a rather existential crisis about how many times they've been up here and how many times they've forgotten, when that's just massively overthinking things.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, we were having a good time about it.
Yeah, apparently all the players have 20 level characters on their hands, but they don't know that.
We don't
Because
remember that we're
apparently
20th
they're-
level.
Yeah, because apparently their memories were rewritten according to them, or banished, or
The
deleted
rest of them bar
altogether.
me, not according to me.
You do realize, of course, that means that by the end of the adventure, somehow, three of us are going to all be like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall. We're just suddenly going to have all these super skills.
I don't actually think you'll ever reach level 2, given the fact that there are two sessions left. Oh, there are two sessions.
Yeah. Oh, you underestimate me, mate. I'll know how to get myself leveled up.
Like that
Are you
South
talking
Park.
to after this one or including this one?
After this one.
Okay.
Well, you
As I
see,
told you
three more than enough time to get it there. Yeah, I'll do that.
I believe that has reached 40 seconds.
Can you mute him, please?
I actually can. I can mute anybody on here.
No,
do this all
don't
day,
do that.
do
Poor Ronnie, don't do that.
Can we not talk about milking there?
I didn't say anything even close to that.
Sounded like it.
Oh, it's Frisian in here.
Moving on.
Oh no.
Moving on very quickly.
All right.
I'll have to put on a jersey. Jersey
All right.
now. Okay.
So basically, in order to explain a little bit further of what happened, you managed to speak, as Jason said, to a wise person of this fish folk tribe that goes by the name of the Veiled One, that presented herself as a beautiful elf woman in order to be more easily recognized by you.
Yeah.
She told you that she doesn't know anything about a newlywed couple of owlbears, though her explorers were sent after this underground lake that you are trying to look for, but her power is not enough to reach the lake because apparently it is the water is separated by the ones of the river where she is able to travel. So she needs to send her folks, but every time they come back, it's like their memories are replaced or are erased altogether. So the only thing that she has to, in exchange of this information, is that if you find out what this was all about, you come back and tell her, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just thought, what if? And I'm sorry to end the recap after 10 minutes and actually go into session here, but I just thought, what if the reason they're forgetting is because they've got fish brains?
Fish brains.
Well, they could be more
Yes.
susceptible to memory loss than
Well,
other species.
I-
It is possible.
I heard an urban legend that's totally not true, that fish lose their memories after 10 seconds.
And they'd
Where
probably
did you
confirm it
hear
if they could remember. Yeah, because we were talking last week about those the owlbears, and we thought maybe they weren't actually a married pair of owlbears so much as maybe a married couple of some other species that had been transformed in some way.
And basically, the veiled one said that was stupid for someone to turn possible foes into owlbears, given how dangerous they are.
However,
Yes.
owlbears are easily cast from society given their behavior and things. So it is a way of keeping, say, 2 humans, 2 elves, 2 dwarves out of regular society and civilization. For whatever
Plus,
purpose.
it's either that or we have to accept the possibility that we have a rare pair of owlbears.
That too.
So I'm assuming that after Taemon and Falafel, I'm sorry, come back to the camp, you get up to speed with what just happened at the Fishfolk tribe, and then maybe resume your trip. What's your plan?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see any reason I need to stay in longer.
No,
Pop the fish off the
we shot the breeze.
Let's continue our adventure.
All right.
Absolutely.
So you pack your things, you put everything on your horse, and try to leave with Gary. Lunchtime comes, lunchtime goes, that nothing actually really happens. But around the middle of the afternoon, you start hearing some sort of some screaming coming from the distance, but there are screams out of anger rather than fear or anything else of anguish. It's just pure anger.
Is this
Ahead of you, yes.
Oh, that could be an owlbear.
It sounds like the owlbear's after a divorce.
It could be, in which case the ring could be easy to get hold of.
Well, not if they're on to divorce. There's lawyers involved.
I don't know if it was that official with owlbears.
Are we still kind of in woods at this point, or are we in more open territory?
Yeah, you could say you are on a path in the woods. I'm sorry, my pronunciation is fucked up tonight. I'm so sorry.
Well, that's okay. We're also having to translate what Ronnie says into English, so
Seriously? Seriously?
Well,
I would say that this was uncalled for, Ronnie. Given the part of your summary, it was really not.
Wow. This is turning into a bit of a roasting. I think. I mean, can we judge roughly
Take
how
a bloody
far away
liberty. That's what I say when you're doing that about my patter. I'll tell you that.
Can we judge roughly how far away the screaming is? Like, are we talking 100 meters? Are we talking like super close?
No, not that close. You're talking about a couple of 100 meters.
Well, I best go put my armor on.
Be worth going and look at that. See if anyone needs any help.
Yes. Is anybody any good at climbing trees?
Not in armor, no.
Well, no,
Well, I'm
that's
still
obviously
putting my
in the
armor
armor.
on.
You take the armor off or don't put it on, and then you climb up. I suppose I could try, although I'm not brilliant. But it may give us a vantage point if we can see what's ahead.
Aren't you an elf?
I'm a half elf.
Exactly, so only climb halfway up the tree.
That was coming. I knew that was coming.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Well, that's not the first time I've heard racism against elves before, but that's definitely the first time I've been compared to a tree before.
What do you mean comparing you to a tree and racism? Like elves live in trees, don't they?
I sort of give a little glance at to Lathel, like, what is she on about?
If you want to climb the tree, we'll protect the bottom. So no.
I can certainly try and climb the tree. Yes.
All right, so if you want to climb half of the tree, that's an athletics check for you.
What about the whole tree?
Ooh, that's an
double
extreme. That's an extreme level difficulty. We are
Extreme?
crossing games here.
I was gonna say what fusion.
I mean, you're proficient in climbing half. If you climb 3/4, that's an hard level of
You get
success.
advantage. You get advantage for half a tree.
Oh well, I rolled exceedingly well and I got a 22. So up you.
Up you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, 'cause
And
if you're-
Could
manage-
almost be a full elf.
And Bish Bash Bosh, you see this half elf actually climbing the whole tree.
I'm
That's
breaking stereotypes.
exciting!
It could be a whole
And-
elf. Stop calling yourself a half-breed.
No, that was definitely you.
No, that was definitely you who said they were half-elf.
I think that could be taken as offensive, Bosch.
I don't understand. Anyway, Taman, could you come back down? I need help doing this strap up.
Do it yourself.
You can't. I mean, I could try, but it won't be properly tight.
Well, I thought gnomes were really good with their hands.
Oh,
Buckle's behind me.
In fact,
Just-
I was
just-
told that gnomes have 6 fingers and can therefore do all sorts with them.
Just to clarify, we don't know how far away the screen was.
yeah, a couple of
$100
100 meters. That roughly translates in 220 yards.
It's not going to
Yeah,
matter.
that's
It's not going to matter by the time we finish.
No,
Anyway, I
could
guess
somebody
I'd
else
poke my
help me
head
do
in.
my armor up?
I hope you do your armor up.
Thank you.
you get
And
the
anyway-
crossbow.
Would you mind?
I'll put my knee in your back and give a good pull on the strap.
Oh, that's oh, that was
It's armor, not a corset.
Is this any better?
Oh no, I forgot the padded jacket. That's why it's
Alright.
not going on properly.
I'm
Jason.
gonna
Yeah, yes,
set
Ronnie.
my crossbow, get a bolt, set my crossbow just in case.
Yeah, I don't believe the range is enough.
No, but it's
You
not for
can ready
firing.
it
Right,
for
yeah,
oh,
it's not.
if
It's
they
not
ever
for
come to
firing
you.
it now. It's for when it's when it gets into range. I'm ready with it, rather than having to waste time now. Waste time then trying to load it.
All right. So, meanwhile, Tamon, as you are up there, would you mind rolling me a perception check, please?
Can do. Oh, that is the number 28.
Oh. Rolling well tonight.
219 so far on the die. That's not bad.
Hopefully, there will be your last for the session. Please.
Ooh, challenge accepted. I'll bear that in mind for Kenya.
Damon, don't worry. We expect you. We're just hoping you keep rolling high. Not a problem.
Basically,
We get faith in you, man.
the tree that you chose to climb is not the tallest of the woods, but it is tall enough actually to start to see in between of the leaves and the branches of the other woods in front of you. Basically, what you see in the distance at about 200 yards, as I told you, is a small pond. You couldn't call it a lake, given the dimension, the fact there are no rivers here or there, and a number of, you assume, people, maybe humanoids, even the fact that you see the pointy form of their ears. You're not so sure about the color of their skin, given the fact that they are dressed up, of course. They're all standing in the pond and like trying to find something on the bank of the pond, on the bed of the pond.
Can I
Yes.
see any sign of what's making the roaring sound?
Apparently, the people you're seeing are screaming.
Okay. Are they kind of going at the water quite frantically?
I wouldn't say frantically, rather methodically.
Okay. But at least one of them is pissed off for some reason.
They've lost the soap and they can't find it.
Yeah, exactly.
A soap that doesn't float.
Okay, I head on back down. There appears to be some humanoids of sorts ahead. I first thought they were elves, but they're the ones making the roaring sound. They seem rather angry at something. They're all in a pond of sorts, presumably trying to find the hole. But they're of course struggling to find said hole.
It's not your fish people giving them trouble by any chance, do you think? Or
Didn't appear to look like them.
okay.
What do you mean, my fish people? I'm not some sort of advocate or
Ah,
foreign policy governor.
apparently there was fish people, but half the people here didn't see them.
These are not fish people.
Okay.
But again, I couldn't quite tell what they were. They might be goblins or...
Can we be sure? Because you might have had your memory wiped whilst you're up the tree.
If I'd have had my memory wiped, I wouldn't have been able to tell you anything.
Do we know that, though?
I start getting my bow out and getting an arrow ready and...
Don't shoot
forward.
her.
It would be a waste of these arrows. They don't come cheap, you know. These are proper ornate, half-elven arrows.
Ooh.
You can almost see the wheels within wheels within wheels turning.
As you can see, one side of the arrow is all ornate with patterns. The other side is just quite basic, really.
Just blank.
It's
Just blank.
Half arrow.
As you said, I'm taking out the bow and arrow. I just imagined you say, "All right, fuck it," in between.
It's not quite
the normal eyes. All right, fuck it.
at that point.
Oh, so
Why you got those fancy things on your arrows? You
Do
know,
you
I've
not
got
have the same?
no. You see, I keep mine blank for a reason. You see, they always say that that people are always worried about there's an arrow with their name on it that's going to
Oh, it's
find them
like
and kill
sling
them.
bullets. I've got my name one written here.
So I keep mine blank, and when I kill the little bastard with them, I sign it afterwards.
I have a
That seems
sling
like way
bullet
too
with
much
my
effort.
name on. That way, it can't hit me because it's in my pocket. I haven't got an arrow though. But when I can afford one, I'm going to get it engraved.
We obviously have all our own specialities.
some more special than others.
Anyway,
Yeah.
shall we go?
Actually,
Yes, we should see if we can help these people.
There might
slightly
be
more,
more, so-
slightly more importantly to this, Giorgio. Obviously, these people in the pool are up ahead, but are we actually going off our path to go
Not
to
that
them?
much. Not that much. No.
We
In
should
other
try
words,
and help them.
It is a couple of
we
100
could
yards.
realistically leave them there.
We should try and help them.
But they seem angry.
It's an encounter.
Yes, you keep
Let's
using
go.
that word.
Let's go have an encounter. Who knows what we might find? It could be a dastardly, convoluted puzzle or a riddle.
Or a fight.
Could be. There's lots of encounters in the Ultimate Guide to Adventuring that I read once. Apparently when I was at an impressionable age.
Is Gary intending to come with us?
Yeah, of course, Gary is always following you, but is not really suggesting anything because he knows the general direction, but
Yeah.
is not a weary traveler.
I'm suddenly worried. This halfling's surname is Gygax.
Gary,
ask
do you know these people?
Oh, what people? I didn't see them, of course.
Oh no, but the ones Taman's talking about. These owls.
Someone screaming at water? Do you think I associate myself with this kind of people?
I think
but-
they're more screaming at their sheer frustration that they can't find the soap.
Oh, then maybe you should know them, Tamond. You seem frustrated all the time.
It's got a good point. And also, I think he also has a bad point because he said he doesn't associate with these people, but as far as I can tell, he spent half his life blind drunk. So how would you know? And you've had your memory wiped.
Yeah, that too. I mean,
Well, it's obviously
I
not doing
was
any harm.
actually brain wiped twice. One from the lake, and 1, 2, 3, 4 by the alcohol. Who am I? Well, I don't know. If you want to talk to
It's
them,
bloody-
maybe
Right,
they know something.
Got to put a stop to this. This bloody madness is spreading. Should we just go on? Go.
I think we should.
Let's go
Carefully.
and talk to these people.
Well, maybe we could do it this way. Perhaps a couple of you could approach without your weapons drawn, and the rest of us sort of lie in wait in case things go wrong.
Sure.
Right,
should
so
go-
it has to be someone who's going to look who's going to look non-threatening. Then
Oh, that'll be me! And I run forward. Yay!
Well, I suppose that will make it easier for us to tread lightly.
well, this
Hello, people in the pond!
see, it's so much easier when you don't have to volunteer them.
Oh. Indeed. We should probably not keep too much distance between us, though. And I start, moving forward.
Yeah.
I'm
Would you
running
mind
forward.
repeating who's going? and who's staying?
I don't think
I
any
am
of us
running
are
forward,
staying, per
arms
se.
in the air, screaming with joy and ecstasy to meet these people. Hello, hello, people in the pond. It's
Someone
me,
had-
I'm
some-
non-threatening.
I'm almost tempted to say Darius go up ahead because Taman and I have got bows of one description or another, so
Yes,
at
we
least
don't
we
want
can
to
hit
hit
them
them.
range.
They're in
Right.
between us and the humanoids that have yet to
Right,
be identified.
right.
I don't want to hit them.
You might have some problems with your aim. I don't.
I beg your pardon.
And I say that with my hand fully on a wooden table at this point, knowing I have probably jinxed myself for the evening.
It doesn't matter the size, but I will use it.
I will go
I
after
keep
Bosch.
telling myself that.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of move up slowly, but try and get off the track a bit, in a bit of
Yeah.
sort of more
Mhm.
denser trees if I can, not just straight down the path, obviously.
Yeah.
You too,
I'll-
Talaton?
Same.
I'll
I'm gonna go. Actually, with Taman. Actually.
I'll follow Bosch. I'll be shouting, Bosch, just calm down a bit.
All
I'm
right.
hearing
So-
the sound of my own shouting.
First of all, please, Mr. T and Mr. T, is a stealth check for you
Is
both.
it really?
Yes,
Oh
it
my-
is.
Oh my god. I swear on my mother's life I am not cheating, but that's
That's
the
another
third
19.
19. I can
You are
prove
cheating
it.
so bad.
Wow.
You
I can
cannot.
rip my camera and show it to you. So that's 24.
All right. How about
Well-
you, Talaton?
I did not roll 19. I rolled 18 for a total of 25.
Mhm.
We are the stealthiest
Really?
motherfuckers. We are the stealthiest motherfuckers.
Not
Ever
We
too
are
to
the
shabby.
breathe.
stealth team.
Not
I
too shabby.
hate this. I hate these fucking pages because they don't show things that I need. Mother. All right. Are you though? We'll see about that in a second.
Are we a motherfucker? What?
No, are you stealthy? Are you stealthy
Ah,
motherfuckers? Are you actually? We'll see about that in a second. Meanwhile, Bish Bash Bosh is running frantically towards the pond,
Hello, people.
Oh, heck.
Hello.
and Daresh is following behind like a father who is pursuing his child in the park, going for the swings. I'm imagining you like that. No,
Yeah.
no, just a second. And as you get closer to the pond, you see that these people actually screaming and physically punching the water rather than looking for something underneath are orcs in full armor.
Oh,
And as soon as they hear Bish Bash Bosh coming and introducing herself and her excitement to meet them, they just turn around. Who are you?
Hello, I'm Bish Bash Bosh, and my friend sent me because I'm the most non-threatening person to say hello. So hello.
hello, friends. Maybe
No,
be of assistance.
he's more threatening. Don't listen to him because he's bigger, whereas I'm more innocuous.
You see that four of
Sorry.
these. You see that four of these orcs come out of the pond while taking huge clubs out of their backs, and you see that their clubs is way bigger than yours, Bish Bash Bosh.
Yeah, but they
And
don't have a
appa-
crossbar.
No, they don't. But apparently they got some metal spikes at the end of it. Certainly, they are very, very unsafe to be kept around like that. The one that talked to you just starts to pat his hand with this bat, saying, "We are not your friends. Now drop.
Would
Give
be
us-
an encounter that turns violent. Roll
Not
for
yet.
initiative, motherfuckers.
I
It
think we've
hasn't.
broken
It hasn't
Steve,
yet.
by the way.
Yes, Steve, welcome to Magic County Chronicles. We are so happy to have you here.
This
We
is
haven't-
Giorgio's
it
first
hasn't-
time running for our group, and he's dealing with it so well.
Yes,
Yes,
It's not
some
turned
sort of
violent
with
yet. Just-
alcohol.
That's the only thing that gets them through. It's not turned violent yet. Just relax. Just we can talk to them. We can talk to them. Turned violent already.
I said, give us your weapons.
We're just here to see if we can help.
You can. Giving us your weapons.
I've
I'm
turned
assuming
violent.
that we can hear all this, by the way.
Given how close did you approach?
Well, like I said, we're not keeping too much of a distance. Like, we want to make sure we can get in there if things go wrong.
Yeah.
Well, you are at safe harrow distance. So you can hear general terms of what they are saying to each other. Well, you heard Bish Bash Bosh loud and clear, given the fact that she was screaming and probably still heard by the fish people. You have a more trouble trying to understand what the orc is saying.
Yeah.
But given the general presence that he has and the fact that he said, "Weapons now," you can make a general sense of what he's saying. But apparently they are all holding their weapons in front of them, but they have not made any sign of wanting to attack or going into physical altercation.
I'll whisper to Talathel, do you speak Orcish?
I do.
Me too.
I am a little bit concerned that even Bish Bash Bosh is going
Yes.
to be mowed down by these people.
You hear
I do speak Orcish. George, there's another thing I just want to. Being a whisper elf and my hearing being slightly tuned, where I can hear even the slightest sound, does that, under the circumstance, that mean I get a tad more of the conversation than maybe Taman does?
Yeah, you basically heard the whole thing.
Yeah.
You could say that, given the fact that you are not that far in order to not to hear clearly or requiring a roll. You see Taymond add a general sense of what is happening.
Yeah.
You heard the whole discussion. You also heard someone saying, "I do," to the question that Taymond asked you, coming from behind you. The question was, do you speak Orcish?
Yeah. Yes.
The question
Are
is,
they really
I speak
close?
Orcish, and more importantly, as a whisper elf, as long as I can hear normally, I can use the seek action to sense undetected creatures in a 60-foot cone instead of a 30-foot cone. I also gain a +2 circumstance bonus to locate undetected creatures that you could hear within 30 feet with a seek action.
Yes.
In short,
you need
the little bastards.
to declare the seek action. It's not passive.
Okay.
If you said, "I want to see if someone is coming for us," then of course you would have those bonuses and such.
No problem.
Okay.
Just to
Is the dude like in pretty close proximity to us behind?
The dudes
Oh, the dudes.
Oh,
Yes.
more.
are actually very close to you because you feel Hiron touching your shoulder as the point of a blade is touching your shoulder.
Oh, that's not nice, that.
I'd drop it if I were you.
Well-
I slacken.
You're more trouble we are.
I lower my crossbow.
There's no need to get angry.
I'm not angry. He is angry.
Yes, we are curious as to why.
Yeah, he's got hunger issues. His wife left him, but you don't care about this sort of stuff. Just drop your weapons.
It's probably
Well,
the smoke.
I mean, we do a bit of marriage counselling, in between the slaying. I mean, we can help you out.
I just say to an Elvish, will you shut the fuck up?
Oh, the dirty language.
We can put you onto Orca. It's this thing where we match you up with the perfect orc.
How about you end us your weapons and follow us? Please and thank you.
Well, at least you asked politely. I imagine that you wouldn't be able to use this very well. It doesn't really fit with your size. I'm more than happy
Okay.
to put it away, however, and you can trust me.
Nah, just give it. If
I'm
everything,
fluttering my elvish eyelashes at him.
as an intimidation check, or some
No,
sort of
more-
diplomacy.
More diplomacy, or there's not persuade. Then no, it'd be definitely more diplomacy sort of thing.
So you're trying to pull the puppy eyes to him.
Well, yeah,
Please.
more kind of
Yeah.
like try and bring him around. Say it's kind of pointless doing this because we've already lowered our weapons. You can see that we're not going to try and raise them
Lowered
again.
our weapon. I mean, it's we're no threat to you now. I mean,
No, absolutely not. Not to two great orcs like yourselves. We know how strong you
Absolutely.
are. It would be pointless to try and resist your might with those big arms. Not our flimsy elvish arms.
Is there a seduction check?
I don't know, but he's going for it.
No,
I'm
just
confused
roll
with
for. Just roll.
places.
I don't know.
Diplomacy?
Rather diplomacy or deception, given what you're trying to do.
Both have got the same bonus, so it's a combination of the two.
Yeah, so just roll for it, given the fact that the bonus is the same.
Okay. I did not get a 19 this time. However, I love this dice tonight. I got a 16, so that is a 23.
You see that the polite one, the good orc, basically is like, screw it, just put it on your back.
I was more than happy to do so when we first initiated conversation.
The other one is just growling. Oh, please, for fuck's sake, oh, Clash, just give it a rest. There.
Look,
Please.
All trying to give
mate,
it
mate,
rest.
mate.
here.
It's
all right.
just pissed at life. It's just how it is.
Look,
Just
mate,
don't mind them.
mate,
It
it's
can
all
be
right.
quite an ordeal.
It's all right. Look, I can put the crossbow, sling it on the back just like that. It's not a problem. Don't worry about it. It's
No,
fine.
please, if you want to join. The fuck is that? Is that a gnome? Oh, I haven't seen one in ages. Is that your friend?
Travel companion.
Yeah. No,
Travel companion. All right. I'm
that's
so
what
excited.
at that
They're
point,
so cute. They're so cute.
I turned to Tim and I said, "Yeah, no, that was a lovely piece of diplomacy. That answer."
Meanwhile, I can't drop my weapon. I don't have one. All I've got is this stick.
For your
Well,
own
I
safety,
fashioned
Stick of a
it to look
thousand
like a
splinters.
sword.
for your own safety, just please stand back.
Well, things are two. You can lower your stick or see if that is how do you say that? Stronger. Yeah, stronger than mine.
Well, before you told me to put it down, it was in its sheath, but now I'm holding it. It seems a waste of energy to put it back. Besides, what would an adventurer do?
An adventurer would lower their weapon when the odds were against them.
What odds?
You're still a little bit farther. So,
Yeah, but obviously we can sort of hear what she's saying, so I'm just sort of saying that to myself.
You know,
Right.
there's a very good chance that we're not going to get. I think we're going to have to move forward kind of rapidly here, or we're not going to get to save her
How many
again.
orcs in front of me?
4.
No, 3 for me, 1 for you, Darash. We can do it.
You honestly do not know what you're getting yourself into. Please just back off.
Oh, you
and
were talking
relax.
to me. I thought you were talking to the orc.
I am talking to the orcs. They don't know what they're getting themselves into.
Oh, no, that makes more sense.
We seem to be having a miscommunication here.
So, yes, I have this stick with the crossbar that's held on by string. Yours doesn't have a crossbar, so my stick is better. It's closer to a sword, like a real adventurer's.
You can't fault
You
the
know-
logic.
Well, see, in most cases, you probably could fault the logic, except we've all witnessed what she's capable of doing with said stick. It's rather effective.
One day I'm going to have a real sword.
When
One
my
day.
mom allows it.
Nothing to do, my mum. I just couldn't afford one.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
The
that's
world's
what you.
smallest violin.
That's what you're going to do with your adventuring profit is buy yourself a proper sword.
Yes. And then I could go to my mother, who's not called Mum. She's called Jobs Done Betty. And I can show her my huge, awesome, great adventuring sword and tell her about the adventures I've been on. What have you done, Orc?
Just to check, sorry, Giorgio. So obviously there's 2 behind us. Are there just 2 where they are, or is there more than 2?
No, there are 4.
There's 4. Okay, cool.
So it's
Okay,
a half
you
Or
can see-
as the orc would say, there are 4.
Yeah. Mm.
Have you considered what sort of sword you want, Bosch?
Big metal one.
Just fucking drop it.
No, it's my sword. Drop yours. Yours is rubbish.
Yeah,
He does drop his.
I take it we're moving forward here, Giorgio. We're being sort of
Yeah, you
moved
are
towards-
at close. You are at close range, where you can see that this orc is basically dropping his club on top of Bish Bash Bosh. What's your
Awesome!
Gee,
What's your AC?
5.
Oh,
Bish Bash Bosh.
It's
What's
18.
your AC? 18. All right. So that's a hit. Mm. That's 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
oh, jeez.
Now it's initiative.
Whoop-de-doo.
You see, if you'd actually let me have my attack first that I stated I was doing 3 times, I would have hit him first.
Now maybe
So
you'll be able to hit him first.
Where is
He
the
didn't want
initiative?
to. You just pissed him off. All right.
D20 plus perception.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that's
D20 plus perception.
Is that right, Giorgio?
yes, it is right.
19 for me.
13.
18.
19, 18. How about you, Becky?
15.
15. So we got.
Oh, sorry, my AC
How
was
much?
19. If
I'm
it
sorry?
matters. My AC was
No,
19.
it does
I
not.
just
It was a
realised that.
25.
Okay, fair enough.
How much dex do you have? Please.
10.
Becky, sorry. All right, so you attack first. Yes. All right. All right, so no double turns. The first one to act is Ronnie.
Okay. I how far behind is this orc? The one that's kind of leading me on. Is it? Am I still feeling the tip of the blade?
Yes.
Or if I'm,
They are
right.
physically they were physically escorting you to their camp.
Right. So I'm going to do something that is possibly suicidal, but I'm going to have to do it, considering the closeness of the weapon.
Mhm.
I'm going to swing round, literally turn, in the hope that my arm can knock the blade out the way. I'm not looking to disarm, although that'd be lovely. It's just a case of spinning around 180 and sort of knocking the blade out the way.
Just a sort
That's an
of
athletics check. An opposed athletics check.
Not what I wanted to hear.
Well, it could have been worse. You could have grabbed me and used me as a meat shield, so that's reassuring.
I'm not that mercenary. 19 in total.
Happy.
You managed to just knock his blade out. He's still holding it though.
That's fine. It gives me enough time to draw my own sword.
All right. You're not able to attack though.
No,
just
that's
draw.
fine. It means I get a half decent chance of defending, and it means I can attack next round.
All right. So now Phil.
The orc that attacked Bish Bash Bosh, I want to attack him back.
That's an attack check.
Okay, so that is appalling. That is actually a 16.
You take out your sword. You try to slash him, but the point of your sword just swishes on his armor without cutting him. Now it's the lackey's turn. So the first one, the one that got his hand knocked by Talathol, of course, he's got his sword in his hands. He tries to hit you with that. That's a 16, Ronnie. You're muted, though.
Yeah, 16.
On your AC.
I have an AC of 17.
All right, so that's not it. The one on Taymond, that's 20 to it.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That's 9 points of damage, slashing damage.
Ouch.
Oh no.
Jeez.
I did a little bit of a mess because I can't find my paper now. Well, doesn't matter. Just a sec, I'm sorry. I fucked up big time. All right. All right, so now there are 3 in front of Darash and Bish Bash Bosh. So let's say that odds it Darash, even it's Bish Bash Bosh. So that's a 3, the first. That's a 3, the second. Oh, for fuck's sake, that's a 3, the third. I'm sorry.
Wow.
3 threes in the row. I'm so
Three
sorry.
threes.
So the first one is 16 to it. The second one, on the other hand, is a 24. You're muted.
That's a hit.
And the other one is a 23.
23 is a hit.
Right, we
There's
seriously,
a
guys, we
total
cannot go down to a
of
bunch of orcs. Just no.
these are level 1 threats, to be fair. This is a total of 16 points of damage.
Oh, ouch.
There were 3 attacking you, though,
Okay.
and just 2 it. So now, Becky, is your turn. The big guy is in front of you.
I'm entering my barbarian enthusiasm. How does the 2 actions a turn thing work? Because I'm tempted. I'd like to also, if I can, sort of sneak an extra attack in with a penalty or something, if that can happen. Or can it not happen like that? I remember you saying there was a way of doing extra actions at a penalty.
I believe
Was it
that
not
you can always do the 2 attacks, but you got the malus on both of them. I don't remember
Yeah, but can I
exactly
do
how much is
the
it. I
first-
believe it is a -4 on the second.
But can I take like the first action as not an attack, as a different action, or is a different action mean the whole turn is spent doing that?
Well, you
I guess-
got 3 actions in your turn. So basically, you can move and double attack. You can do that.
Right. What I'd like to do though is to go into the barbarian rage, which is an action, and then
So you got
attack.
2 more.
So I want to attack with the second action.
Just roll to it.
Okay.
Oh, multiple attack. So the first one you got no penalty. On the second one, you got a -5.
So I could attack then rage, or
If you
I don't
attack
quite know it well.
not being in rage, you don't have the rage bonuses.
Yeah. So I'd want to rage first, really. So it was 14 -5. I mean, I definitely missed.
No, the first attack has no penalties. The second one has a -5.
But I want to rage.
So you rage and then attack.
Right.
Just one attack, no penalty.
Right. Okay.
Are we good?
Yep. 14. Yeah, I missed.
You are too enthusiastic about this.
Yeah. So basically, I stand in front of him with my nostrils playing. This is gonna be so great! Yeah. Kind of just wave my sword around in front of his face a little bit as I get too excited.
Is not that moved by your enthusiasm.
I mean, come on, orcs! It's a classic encounter.
It doesn't hit you too, because that's a 13. I believe you got more than that.
Yeah, I have.
Did you fall off the chair for your enthusiasm? No, okay.
I lost my D20. Yeah. Yeah. My current AC is 18.
All right, so you're not it either. Jason, it's your turn.
Yes, so obviously I took a bit of a hit with that sword. However, I'm going to attempt to try and maneuver out of the way in a feint, to then get a vantage point and kind of get him in a weak spot. This one that's next to me still. So, feint is an action, so I get to roll that under my deception. If I succeed, then it means that he becomes flat-footed against melee attacks until next turn. And now I start rolling 4s. That is an 11.
Yeah, I'm trying. Oh, perception DC. All right. I don't remember. No, that's not enough because they got a passive that perception of 16.
Oh, wow, okay.
So I'm afraid that's not enough.
Okay.
You're now basically facing him.
Yeah.
You can spend an action to draw your weapon.
Yeah, definitely. And it'll be my curved blade rather than the bow, so try and slash him if I can, but if not, then that's fine. Yeah, I just draw it.
I believe that given the fact that, as we said with Becky first, you got 3 actions in your turn, You spent 1 to feint, 1 to
Okay.
draw your weapon.
Draw, then
You
one
can
to
spend the third
smack.
to it.
Okay.
All right. Roll to it.
Attempts to smack then. Okay, that is a 12.
No. Is the angry one, the one that always growled.
Really? Oh, good.
He's
That's
just leans back for a second. What I would say, I don't know if you're okay with this, is we take a break and then we finish this encounter.
Okay.
So that I don't know how long it can go before we can actually have a proper break without having to end the session.
Yeah,
So
sure.
that me and Becky can have a smoke and you can go to the toilet and then we resume in 10 minutes. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
See you later.
Jason found my missing D20 for me. All is well.
We's having an encounter, that's what we's having.
He's having one.
Oh, kitty's moved. Yeah, it's just a matter of time now. So if you guys just want to leave, I'll kill him.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah. So we're just softening them up for you, just to really make sure of it, you know. But
Really trying to defend the orcs against Bish Bash Bosh. I think.
well, I mean, I'm starting to feel just a tad bit of sympathy. I must admit, it's some, you know, little bit of sympathy for them. Not much. You know.
Welcome back.
I gave them the option of dropping their weapon.
I'm sorry?
I was talking to Ronnie, but yeah, I was saying I gave them the option of dropping their weapon.
They could have walked away, but they
They
chose not
could
to.
have walked away. They could have stayed away. And now, you know, it's all screaming and murder and blood and violence and vengeance and brutality, and just it's
Orcish brutality, orcish brutality.
You need to watch Becky's video on orcs.
It's a good
I
one.
surely do. I surely will. Sorry. So,
I surely do. I surely will.
I'll put a link in for later in our private chat. I can't post in the comments, unfortunately, during the stream. I'm not logged in.
don't worry. So, let's start again. It is Ronnie's turn again.
Right. I have my bastard sword. I'm using it two-handed, and I am smiting him one.
I thought that was Darish's job.
Well, it doesn't know it can't do that. So, he attempts to do that anyway.
Next, Tom. Listen, every time I try and hit something, I roll a fucking 3. Happened last session as well.
So, Phil.
Yes, wounded. I will make a stab, a desperate stab at the nearest orc to me, which is a 23.
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
Damage is 3. That is a. Oh, what can I add up? 8.
Perfect. All right. So it's now the fuckers. So there's the one, of course.
That escalated quickly.
Yes. The one in front of Falafel.
I didn't think I seduced them that much.
Another time.
Thank
There's
God
the
for that.
one. There's the one in front of Taymond. That's a 22.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay, I can take it.
9 points of slashing damage.
No, I can't take it, apparently.
No, I cannot.
That puts me down.
Now there are. Oh, for fuck's sake! I didn't count Gary in all of this.
No, you didn't, actually.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Please can Gary come and save me, because that would be lovely.
Just give me a sec that I'm loading his character sheet.
I just see Taman like over dramatically going, I hired you! You owe me!
Where is... Alright. So, Gary rolled a 21 of initiative. So is going to basically have 2 turns, and then we will resume. Oh no, I'm finishing the orcs, and then I'm doing Gary. So I missed on Talatal, I hit on Taimond. Now there are 3 in front of Bishbash Bosch and Darash. Again, odds, it's Darash. Evens, attack Bishbash Bosch.
It was
That's
nice
a
knowing
3.
you.
That's a
me.
2. And that's a 4. So the first one on Darash, that's a 16 to it.
Nope, it's
Alright.
18 without a shield.
The first one on Bishbash Bosch, that's a 25. The second one, it's a 20. So it's 15 points of damage for you, Bishbash Bosch.
15.
Wow, 15.
I'm just trying to look up in the book because it says I've got resistance to physical weapon damage, but it doesn't say how much. And I'm just trying to check because when I Google it online, it says level 9, but that's for a barbarian. This is Fury Instinct, so I'm just trying to understand it. So I'll come back to you on that.
I'm checking it too. What page is the barbarian again?
Well, this one is page 87 on the left-hand side near the bottom. It's for the Fury Instinct. It says Raging Resistance. You resist physical weapon damage, but not physical damage from other sources. But it doesn't say how much the resistance is. As I understand it in Pathfinder 2, it's supposed to give you a number for resistance.
All right, just let me see. So you got Fury Instinct, all right.
It talks about rage resistance at level 9, which is 3 plus con modifier, but it doesn't talk about the Fury Instinct raging resistance. I don't quite understand it yet. Oh, maybe that only kicks in at level 9. Yeah, because I'm reading.
That may be.
Yeah, okay, which I didn't realise. Repeated exposure to. Yeah. Yes, because under the general one for barbarians at level 9, it's talking about the damage type is based on your instinct. So I don't actually have that resistance yet, or ever actually in this campaign. In which case, I'm dead.
Oh, just give me a sec.
Dead.
Well, whatever happens in Pathfinder when you go -3 hit points.
Yeah, you're just at dying 1. You're not dead yet.
Okay.
Is that the same for if you get to -1?
Yeah, you just straight out die if you take as much damage as your maximum HP all at once or more.
Okay.
Given that,
Wait. No, I'm not.
Yes.
I'm not. I've just realised because I've got 5 temporary hit points. So actually, I'm still on 2 hit points.
all right.
Phew. So I'm about to be dying.
Not yet, though. And given the fact that the beefiest is in front of you, that may be... No. I was just checking the rules in order to explain it a little bit further. But I'm given all spells with death.
Worry about it when the next one hits me. I honestly thought that when I read that, first of all, I assumed that, all right, I'm essentially immune to physical damage from weapons. And then it was like, oh, actually, what does resistance mean? And then that took me down a rabbit hole. And I'm kind of gutted I looked it up.
All right. So basically, in order for everybody to know, as the book at page 459 states, when most creatures reach zero hit points, they die and are removed from the play, of course. Player characters, their companions, that are significant characters, don't automatically die when they reach 0 hit points. Instead, they are knocked out and are at risk of death. At the GM discretion, villains, powerful monsters, etc., blah blah blah. As a player character, when you're reduced to 0 hit points, you're knocked out with the following effects. You immediately move your initiative position to directly before the creature or effect that reduced you to 0. You gain the Dying One condition. If the effect that knocked you out was a critical success from the attacker on the result of your critical failure, you gain the Dying Do condition. If you have the Wounded condition, but this is not the case. So basically, what you can do is a recovery check after you reach 0 hit points with the DC equal to 10 plus your current dying value, which is 1, which should be 1 in your case, Becky, to see if you get any better or worse. All right. So maybe you could still be at 0 hit points, but with no dying values.
Okay, well, I'm not there yet. I've got 2 hit points because I just remembered my temporary hit points. So for the rage.
-1, however.
Let's see if the beefy guy hits you. He does.
I thought that's what put me down to 2 hit points.
No, there were the lackeys.
The lackeys hit for 15 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you sure these are level 1? Because seriously,
They're kicking our ass.
They are, yes. And they're just 1 more than the whole party.
I can't do 15 hit points.
I did I did the exact same thing with kobolds last time. They were level 1s as well. You're just not eating this time. Because if you actually manage to eat every time you tried.
Are you sure you've read their damage output correctly? Just questioning it on the grounds of
we don't want to die.
It's a D6 plus 4 each.
Wow.
So
how did you do 15?
2 of them together did 15.
Oh, I didn't realize
Okay,
that.
that makes more sense. Okay.
2 of them eat you for a total of 16.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a
and now the
slightly
big guys
better
hit me as well, yeah?
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not rolling.
Yeah, I'm going to some serious Kenya reading to do at this rate, Steve. We shall
No,
see.
there's going to. I'm not that asshole of a DM. I mean, I wasn't planning. Given the fact that you actually saw 6 orcs in front of you, I didn't really believe and thought through the fact that you tried to attack them, but you did. And now it's another
I mean, I did by surprise 3 times, but that got skipped over. We went to a side encounter, came back to a conversation, and no
I
point
thought
did
you
I
were-
attack. They
I thought you were
surprise attacked
joking.
me.
All right,
And-
Becky, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I took the surprise attack. I've dealt with it. Lost all my hit points. Now this big guy's hit me as well. Yes. So what's he do?
He hits you with a total of 10 point of damage. However,
Okay.
you are still at 0 points of damage.
Yeah.
You are not
Got
to
ya.
below 8, -8.
You
And
see, now
you
I
are
can't complain because I'm unconscious.
you're unconscious. And oh no, that's perfectly fine as per initiative. So as I told you before, at the beginning of your next turn, you can make a check to see if you get any better or worse. You have to roll a flat d20 and see if you do more or less than 11,
11.
which is
Yeah, got
10 plus your current dying condition.
Got you.
Jason, it's your turn.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm now on -1 hit points.
You are -1 hit points.
Yeah. I am a half elf. I do not have lots and lots of hit
I
points.
didn't register that, so you are
I
not.
took two hits of 9 damage, so yeah, I'm on -1.
No, you are 0, like Becky. You are dying
Okay,
1
good.
condition.
Right, okay, fine. I put it preliminary at -1 because I wasn't sure how close it was to D&D, but it sounds pretty close, so I'm currently dying. Do I need to make some sort of D20 save thingamabobby, or is that for later?
You must attempt, as I said to Becky, a flat check. So
Yeah,
just your d20,
Mm-hmm.
just roll it and tell me what the result is.
It's not 10. Let's put it like that.
How much is it?
It was 8.
So now you are on dying 2.
Thought so.
It's not a crit fail, but it's still not good. So
to all the viewers who may be watching this in the future, this isn't going to be a shock to Stephen at all. All the viewers who may watch this in the future, no matter how experienced players can be, if your characters are first level, they can still get their asses kicked. Seriously.
So, given the fact that now the turn is ended, I'm going to remember you also, Becky and Jason, that you're actually able to spend all your hero points, which is 1, to lose all your dying statuses and get back to 1 hit point.
Oh,
You can manage, maybe, if you want, to try another recovery save, if you feel lucky or whatever. If you're not, you can spend the hero point that you have left in order to be back at 1.
I think I might.
All right. So now it's Gary's turn. Misses badly because he rolled a 1. Ronnie, it's your turn. I'm sorry, but Gary outside after the first turn rolled a 21 of initiative. This is not going to end well, is it?
I've rolled a total of 10. So unless the orc in front of me is nearly naked and bearing all for the love of my blade, I've not hit him.
No, I'm sorry, you do not. Now, Phil.
Okay.
Oh, glorious Phil. The savior of us all.
You've seen Bish Bash Bosh falling on her knees and then on her face.
Yes, I want to sort of, if I can, while fending off the combatants, kneel next to Bish Bash Bosh and do lay on of hands.
Lay on hands is
Yes.
an action, or is a
Yes.
free action.
What's that?
What did
No.
I say something?
Becky's comment in the chat.
And
I've got him right where I want him.
Right where I want it.
if that works, it'll give you 6 hit points back, and you also gain a +2 status to your AC for 1 round.
So basically, you are going to hit the beefy guy and then lay hands on Bish Bash Bosh. Did I got
Yes.
that correctly?
Yeah.
Feel free to.
That is 26, As a
That
hit.
hits, of course.
and that is a 11 damage.
That's good. That's good. Perfect. I don't believe there's actually a check for you to do with the lay on hands, but correct me if
There's
wrong.
not. I just got it. Yeah.
All right, just roll a d6 then.
5.
Perfect. So now, Becky, you still have the dying one condition, if I got that correctly, but you got 5 hit points.
Okay.
Let me see.
That's where you stick next to the paladin during a fight.
All right, so it doesn't say anything about the dying status. Yeah, I'd say that if you would die again, you'd be down at dying 2, because it doesn't really tell.
It'll be on nothing to do with the lay on hands. It'll be to do on if somebody heals you whilst you're in dying.
Oh, no. You lose the dying condition, so you lose your dying statuses as well. My bad. So you're not dying anymore. You got 5 points. Darash did. Now for the orcs. The one in front of Talatal, who are dancing a beautiful waltz, the two of them, because no one is hitting the other.
Question.
See, they can't count very well, but they do have some musical taste.
Yeah,
question.
you could say that.
So
Yes,
how do they
please.
do a waltz if they can't count?
Exactly. You know,
They do
are
on
they going
4.
are
They
they
do
going
it on
like, you know,
4.
Oh,
Dun,
one
dun,
no.
four nine 149325719? You know.
Yes, Becky.
I'm choosing
So
unconscious,
you
thank
mentioned on the dying stuff that Taymond and I would move up ahead of the orcs. When we go
that
down, we move up.
ahead of the one that brought you to 0.
Okay. All right.
So basically, that doesn't change anything for you because you were before.
Got
But
you.
that's
Okay.
no. That changes for Jason. Thank you for noting it. As I said, Jason, you can spend the hero points to get back
Yep.
at 1
Yep.
point.
Fuck it, I'm gonna
Are you
do it.
doing that?
Yep.
All right. So no dying for Jason.
And then I am definitely going to take the liberty of knocking back a potion,
Mm-hmm.
which gives me back a D8 of hit points. 4. Better than nothing. I will take it. And then I'm assuming that the angry guy is still kind of standing over me a bit, is he?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I'm going to try and I can't remember what it's called, but you know when you get in movies, they do that kind of weird windmill thing with their legs to kind of twist around, and you know what I mean? That kind of
Yeah.
A
Spin
cartwheel.
around, stand up. Yeah.
not a cartwheel, no. When they're prone, you're lying down, and then they kind of put their
Oh,
legs up
alright.
and do the sort of weird spinny thing to get themselves back up. I'm going to try and do that, and basically try and just strike at his legs. with my sword.
All right, that's how do I roll that? An athletics check or acrobatics? I don't know.
I'd rather do acrobatics, but yeah, I'm happy with that.
As you wish, mate.
17 for acrobatics.
So you managed to stand up with this Jean-Claude Van Damme move, and then you want to hit him in the legs with your sword.
Yes.
All right, so that's a roll to it, I guess.
That's a 14, which I imagine is not enough. No.
That doesn't get you anywhere, but it tries to hit you back. 16.
Oh, thank fuck! Finally a miss. Oh, and that's with my nimble dodge on top as well.
So now there are the three in front of Darash and Bish Bash Bosh.
Oh,
Now let's say that evens it's Darash and odds it's Becky, which is looking pissed. I don't know what just happened. Did you read something in the handbook that made you uneasy, Becky?
No,
You sure?
no, I was just reading up some of the skills that my former character could do.
You're not that. Come on.
could have done.
That's a 2. That's a 4.
Oh,
And that's a 3. So the first one.
I don't have a grudge against the
Nope.
dwarf.
The second one on the rash. Nope. The other one on Becky. For fuck's sake, I'm changing die.
Please don't. Actually, do. Those ones killed us.
Now
How
the
dice
beefy
work?
one screams at the top of his lungs, "If you still drop your weapons, we won't do any more harm to you."
That was literally what I was trying to get at to your friend.
While trying to push Bish Bash Bosh again back on his ass with his club.
I'm still on my ass. I'm on the floor still. I haven't acted.
Ah, you didn't get up. All right.
Well, I want to, but
no.
it's not been my turn yet.
So he is eating Darash because he's got some sort of honor. For fuck's sake. He doesn't eat Darash either. Fuck. Becky? Yes, sorry.
So yes, I'm on the floor. So I'm going straight for the nut stab as I get back up.
Please.
wholeheartedly approved.
Clearly, his
Obviously-
were too small to find.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously I was still just getting myself back up. Oh, but there's 3 attacks thingies, isn't it? So I can have more goes at him as I get back up.
Yeah, I get it eventually.
I'll bite your legs off.
You
So
can
we
do.
this-
No, I didn't get what you were trying to do. I'm sorry, Becky.
All right, I rolled terribly, but then I remembered we get these 3 actions a turn thing, right? So
Mhm.
I can.
That's a
can try
minus
again.
5. Yes.
Yeah.
So
minus
basically,
5.
on your first attack, you managed to hit him, but you hear a loud dong. Basically,
Okay.
he's got some metal over his balls.
And the next one is a 13. I guess that misses.
I
Yeah.
believe so.
You try again in order to be sure, and yes, it's indeed metal what he has in his pants. He's not that happy to see you, but it is actually metal.
And with the last action of that, I will try this action, which mine has the raging trait, so I can do it whilst raged. But I've kind of forgotten because I closed the book and lost the page. But it's the raging intimidation. So I'm going to say, I'll drop my weapon when your balls drop. You can't kill us.
Nuts, he says.
We're heroes.
Mhm.
My friend does not speak brilliant common. I believe that what she's trying to say is that she's going to drop her weapon, but very basic common, I'm afraid.
No, I'm saying drop yours.
Raging intimidation. All right.
It's the where are the bloody
All right.
actions?
That's an intimidation check for you.
Yeah, basically. I still can't roll in double digits.
It's all because the die dropped on the floor and now it's tainted.
It's a brand new die. I've never used this one before, and I mean,
In it.
if that second attack roll would have probably hit if it had been my first, but I think yes, it needs to sit amongst other dice for a bit. I'm gonna get a
And
different
sort
one
of
out.
stuffle.
Needs some
Yeah.
training.
Needs to know what a dice is. Needs to get some advice from other dice.
This one was really good earlier, and now it's just gone downhill hugely. So
You've worn it out. It's tired.
yeah,
You need to swap them out
it's
more.
the
And
sprinter. That's the problem. It's not a long distance runner.
All right. So now the turn is ended again. Given the fact that what you assume to be the leader just screamed at you to drop your weapons, is there something you want to do, or you just want to keep at it?
Oh no, I mean the two of our, I mean, two of our friends have been mostly dead, been made mostly dead. I'm having none of that. It would be inconceivable to drop my weapon at this point.
Inconceivable.
yeah, we did. They started it. We offered help, and they
They play
They
up to their
asked you to
stereotype.
drop your weapons and you didn't.
Nope.
They asked us to give us their weapons. Give them their weapons. We asked if they needed help, and all we got is aggression, and they hit Bish Bash Bosh across the head.
They asked Taemon and Talatal to give them
starting
their
a
weapons.
fight.
They asked you to drop yours.
I've seen
Again.
my
But
start a fight.
to be fair, we managed to talk our way out of that with very calm and
Exactly.
quiet diplomatic tones.
Well,
They can't blame us for that. I mean,
All right.
we were being all nice and friendly and gentle and accommodating until Bish Bash Bosh got bashed
And boshed.
and boshed.
So, actually, all right. Gary manages to hit one and doing a grand total of 7 damage.
Well, at least somebody in the party can hit one, even if it's the NPC.
Ronnie, how about you?
I am hitting.
Let's see if you can deal the
Hit.
first.
Actually
strike.
hit the fucker this time. Ooh, 16, which is a lot better than I've been doing, but possibly not well enough.
Still not enough. I'm sorry.
But I'm getting better.
Of course you are, but feel.
I've actually every roll has been better than the last.
So hopefully you will
These
hit
ones
next
are
round if you
sweet.
don't.
Well, that's
Round
what I'm
first.
hoping.
By the time he's dead, he should be ready to hit them.
Absolutely. No, you're dead right about
Darash,
that.
it's your turn.
Sorry, my turn. Sorry.
yes,
I want to drop my shield and use my sword two-handed.
Double-handed. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And that is a 18.
See, this is what we need. Less defense.
Who are you eating though? Are you eating the
Whichever
beefy
one's
one?
whichever one's closest to me.
All right, so let's say you eat one of the lattes, so roll for damage.
And that is, what is that damage? It's +3, isn't it? 3, that is 13.
Ow.
That's cool. How much is it? Right. So now is Jason's turn, since your initiative switched because of your dying condition.
So again, I'm going to attempt to feint. Maneuver out of the way of this guy first, and then maybe try and uppercut him.
That's another
Yeah,
deception check for you.
Deception, yeah.
Deception, sorry.
Yeah, so... Oh, that's
thought
better.
that-
So I got 24 for the feint.
That's a pass. So basically, the one in front of you is flat-footed
Yeah,
on your next
flat-footed.
attack.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to roll for damage.
Oh, as in I just roll damage now, rather than...
No, sorry, roll to it.
Okay. Still not
I'm
great.
thinking
though. It's only a
things and
13.
saying other things. That's not good.
It's only a 13.
Well, given the fact that he's flat-footed, is enough. So roll for damage.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
of
Oh,
course.
shit, what's that?
Amazing. So... Oh, nice. That is a 10 damage.
Perfect. Now is the orc's turn.
Actually, I beg your pardon. Would that be a sneak attack as well, given he's flat-footed?
No.
No. Okay.
Or is it? No, I don't believe it is. Let me double check.
Okay. I mean, I've written sneak attack in here, just as part of the conditions of the blade.
Oh yeah. With an agile or finesse melee weapon.
Oh, so I literally just get it whenever I attack with it. Okay, well that's nice. Because it's a finesse weapon.
So roll
That
for
is
the
another
sneak
4.
attack too.
Another 4
4
damage. Yeah.
14.
That's more like it.
All
You
right.
like that, Mr. Angry?
Where is my die? I'm taking another one. So the first one on Talatol. That's a 13. It does, for fuck's sake. I'm sorry.
No. Hey, the turnabout is fair play. If I'm not hitting him, he's fucked if he's hitting me. That's just the way it is.
All right. The one in front of Jason. That's a 25. Sorry, mate. That's 6 points of damage.
Really? 6?
Yes.
No,
It's a base plus 4. The minimum I could do was 5. I did 6. Come on. Becky, do you want to do odds or evens?
Well, I'm dying again.
I've always been rather odd.
Odd. All right. So that's a 2. That's a 2. And there's a 1. So the first one on feel. It's how much is your AC now that you dropped your shield?
18.
So you got 20 with the shield.
Yes.
All right. No. Becky, it's a 15. I don't get that hits you.
Misses.
Misses. All right. So it's your turn now. You definitely know there's metal in the orc's pants. You can manage to hit somewhere else.
No, I'll just have to hit it harder. Well, caught it this time before it left the table. 16? Okay, I'll hit a different part of him. With the -5 attack. Oh, 20.
That
Yeah.
hits. Roll for
Okay.
damage.
So I've had to go slightly to the side and go for a gonad. That's my dealings.
Jason faces are the best thing of your exploits.
14.
14. Amazing. How much is it now? Just let me double check. Ooh,
That's got a sting.
that stings. That stings pretty much. And you can see his face turning a little bit greener.
Okay. And then the third action thing, I do the raging taunt thing again, where I'm like, you'd better give up because we are unstoppable heroes.
Roll for intimidation once more.
Oh fuck.
You've got to love the enthusiasm.
Oh, fuck.
It would work so much better if I wasn't a tiny gnome and my nose wasn't currently broken. I rolled a 5. I think was some of the blood basically trickled down into my mouth while I was trying to talk, and it just ended up sputtering.
Why do I keep losing the page on a fucking PDF? That's a 17 to hit you, Becky.
Oh,
That's not enough,
my AC
though.
is currently 18.
All right, so that's not enough. I believe we are done. So it's Gary's turn again.
Come on, Gary.
Heal.
He eats
Hang on, Gary. It's
Come on,
heavy.
Gary, we believe in you.
another 7 points of damage.
No, keep hitting, Gary. Keep hitting.
Ronnie,
Right. Come on, you bastard. Fuck off. Just
is it better than
Well,
before?
if you're going to
though?
call it a bastard, it's not going to roll very well, is it?
Don't forget you got 3
It's talking
actions.
to its
at least
sword.
it's the correct name of the sword, so it should work.
3
It's like
actions.
saying Jason.
Yeah, I
What?
do have 3 actions. I'm going all out. Sod it. Something's got to hit.
So you do like a minus
That's a
5
minus
attack with the
5.
second action.
-5 of the second action.
Mhm.
13 in total.
No. If you want to do the third, it's a minus 10.
That's why I'm doing
There's
something
no-
else with the third,
there's-
like
there's-
a shout.
You could roll a 20. That's an automatic success.
Equally likely
Right,
to
you
stab yourself in the
fucking
eye.
bastard! Drop your bloody sword. I've played with you long enough.
You've gone from Cockney to Sean Bean.
I noticed. I
Played with
noticed.
you long
I
Yeah.
suddenly-
Don't do Sean
I
Bean,
suddenly-
he always dies.
Yeah, he's
I
definitely
suddenly,
dead.
for a small moment, I went home.
For the moment in Snowpiercer, he's still alive, so you never know.
For a small moment, I went home. Come on, you bastard! Drop your sword right now. I'm
Are you
sick to
intimidating
death of
him?
fucking- yeah, sick to death of fucking playing with you. You don't drop that fucking sword. I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna fuck you right up the fucking arse with it.
Just roll to intimidate, please.
I imagine you
For the
got
love
to
of God.
experience something like this in Wolverhampton as well, Giorgio. What you
Just for the
fucking
minus
doing?
10.
I'm gonna fucking fuck you
No,
up.
no, no.
right?
The attack would be. This is a normal action.
16 in total.
Ooh.
Not bad with intimidate.
You see that he is a little bit startled. Is not dropping his weapon though. Is of course scared of what you just said to him, but is maybe reconsidering his life choices given the fact that he didn't hit you once.
I was gonna say, I'm hoping I've got to get some edge on this guy because I'm having fuck all luck hitting him.
Phil, what about you?
I am going to continue my attack. I'm going to hit the big guy.
Mm-hmm. Then roll to it.
Oh my dear God, that is a 15.
Not close enough. You
Uh,
could do the second one, like
I will
Becky
do the
did.
second one with -5.
Exactly.
70, so that's 23 -5 is 18. Nope.
So close, though. So close.
Yes, so far.
Damn.
Jason, it's your turn.
Okay. mechanical question here. Is there attack of opportunities in 2nd edition Pathfinder? Okay, that answers that question. I will keep on with the one I've got then, rather than try and tumble towards Ronnie's adversary and take him out. But I still want to try and maybe get around to a better vantage point. So again, I guess that would be more fainting again and trying to weave.
If I read it correctly, the flat-footed condition that you gave him with the feint lasts only 1 round, so he's not flat-footed anymore.
That's right. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking of just trying to feint again and weaving around him a bit. So that is a 19 for the feint.
That's enough.
I bloody well hope so. Oh, and that's a 17 for the hit.
Roll for damage. That's a sneak attack too.
Yeah. Oh, for God's sake, that's a terrible roll though. Let's see. So, it's just near. That is a 5. That is terrible.
A total of 5.
A total of 5. I got a 2 and a 1 on the dice.
Oh, for fuck's sake, mate.
I give him a blooming paper cut.
Yeah, it's not. It's there. It's also there though. Now for the orcs, the one in front of Ronnie. That's an 18. So maybe he hits you this time.
Yes.
You scared him too much. Now he's trying too hard. That's on you. That's 5 points of damage.
He can try. I'm happy for him to try that hard a couple of more times. I'm just, I'm quite happy if it keeps
16
being that.
on you, Jason.
Can't believe I was about
What
to say
AC? No, 18 for me. If I can see them. So yeah.
Odds on Bish Bash Bosh again. Does that work for you, Becky?
Yeah, sure.
4, 3, 1. So the one on Darash, that's an 11. The first one on Becky, it's an 8. Definitely it's a 14, for fuck's sake. Now it's your turn, Becky.
Okay, go for the big guy again with the first attack.
Getting a bit of
That's a
droll
miss.
in there.
And then for the second attack, I'll try. I'm going to go for the orc next to him instead. I believe one of them was already hurt, wasn't they?
A couple
Yeah, so
were.
I'll go for one of the injured ones with my second attack because the -5. There, stay on the table. No, I can't even make double digits.
I'm sorry that this dice set is not working for you, Becky.
I changed
Is it-
dice. I can't change again. I've used up all the bad luck in this one.
Ooh. All right. So now is the beefy guy.
The beefy guy again.
Beefcake.
That's a 22
Against.
against Becky.
It's only a flesh wound.
It's 13.
So I'll be before him next turn.
Just as you were for this whole turn. All right, so you are at 0 again. Gary, given the fact that he is not a total douchebag, let me see.
What are you trying to say?
No, nothing. Given the fact, though, that he is a cleric, he goes to Becky, to Bish Bash Bosh, and eats her of 6 points of damage. So you're not dying anymore. You are at 6 hit points.
Awesome, thank you. But don't waste another heal on me. It's inefficient use of his big 15 hit point attacks. It's better to go down each time and let those 10 points go to waste.
This battle went full meta. Now, Ronnie,
Yep.
Yeah.
it's your turn in this Paso Doble.
Right. This Dance of Death has to yield one good hit.
No, it doesn't.
Natural 20.
Yes! Yes!
Yes! Sooner or later, it had to
Finally.
happen.
Finally. All right.
Sorry,
So,
Steve, but it was warranted that we deafen you.
and anyone at home, we are sorry. So basically, it does double damage. So
Right,
basically, you roll for damage and multiply by 2.
Okay, so I'm still using the Bastard Sword two-handed, so that is a D12. And if this bastard
D12.
rolls a 1, I am going to
D12
hit
plus
it.
your
roll-
strength modifier, though.
Oh,
if you
yes,
have-
that's
Ooh.
So, do I add the modifier first, then double it, or do I double it, then add the modifier?
You double all together. The damage that you rolled plus the modifier
Okay, so
multiplied by 2.
I add my strength bonus if I have it, and then double it.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 28 damage then.
Oh,
I rolled an 11.
Perfect.
Nice.
So basically, how do you want to do this?
I
As our,
want to
as our friends on
basically-
Critical Role.
After swing and miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss, swing and a miss, I'm just going to cleave the bastard in two from top to toe, basically taking him from his crown down to his bollocks and just
So basically, you were
Play
just
down the-
aiming for the past turns.
yeah. He just put him off guard for all those turns.
absolutely see the intimidation thing worked. That's what you do.
You got into
Scare
his
them.
head. You got into his head, mate.
Scale them first, then hit him.
All right. So Daresh.
Okay, so yeah, I'll muster all my strength to attack the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Double-handed sword. That is, what is it? Plus what? 6. That's 24.
Oh, that hits. That hits.
That is for a 13.
How do you want to do this? How do you want to steal Bish Bash Bosh kill?
It's sort of like
I have an it for toffees. It's fine.
I'll raise the sword up double-handed, and he goes up to defend, but just at the last minute, I'll swap and slice him across the front, spilling his guts over the floor.
So basically, what you see now as let's wait for Jason to come back in a second. Oh, second.
He's on his way.
He's on the other side of the palace. It really is. Do you take bicycles to move from a room to the other?
One does wonder. I mean, we were looking at a house today, sort of pondering maybe moving to a different part of Northampton, and we looked at, up on Rightmove, looked at the house prices, what we could afford, and there is one that actually looked really good, and it had like a massive downstairs, so like chain of rooms, like the upstairs was a lot smaller, but so that maybe that length of walk would have been justified. On this occasion, all I can think of is he got changed.
Did you miss the bus, Jason?
I probably missed about 5, given how slowly the beer was dispensing from the barrel.
All right. So basically, what you maybe missed, because I don't think you heard it, is that Daresh was actually able to steal the kill from Bish Bash Bosh, killing the beefy guy.
Oh, okay.
Free up to the next water ring.
And
Hmm.
as the others see 2 of their companions, one of them being their leader, fall to the ground in a puddle of blood, you see the others just making the way, running as fast as they can into the woods, not to be seen again.
No. Chase.
I'm still going to neck another potion because I'm barely standing at this point.
Well, Becky, before chasing, you can have an attack on opportunity on one orc close to you that is trying to give his back to you.
14.
Mm-mm.
I suck.
You could say that, but I
all
won't.
do. We all
Actually,
do.
as they run away, I won't chase them. Oh my god! Did you see that? I got my first injury.
Darash will just sit there on the floor, exhausted, just nursing his wounds.
I think my wooden sword does trouble getting through the armor on an orc, though. But look, an actual wound.
So, who of you has some sort of damages?
Yep.
Every one of you
All
does.
the damages.
Yeah.
All right. So let me check a second. How much are there? How much are
Yeah.
there?
Who else has done one of them potions? Oh, I could do with a bit of a pick-me-up right there.
Unfortunately, Gary does not have that many spells, so he spends the other one that has on Bish Bash Bosh, healing her of 7 hit points.
Right. Now,
Can
you
we
know what we're
use
going to
that
do
spell?
now, don't you? We're going to rifle the pockets.
I can go around and do lay on hands for everyone that needs it.
Yes,
Yeah, I could do.
I am joining the metaphorical queue.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll go on the back of the queue, so I don't know how many you get, but
6. It's 6 each.
You're looking a little healthier than me, Bish Bash Bosh, if you don't
I
mind
am at the
saying.
moment. Yeah. You can go first.
I'm so pleased to hear.
Be interested.
Yeah,
in
I'm okay with. That actually, but I'm all for getting the sort of healing hands from Darius. But when I see Damon coming up, I'll let Damon go first.
Yeah, it's just you get an automatic 6.
Yeah.
Can you do it on yourself?
Yes,
I
you
thought you
can.
could.
Yep.
Yeah, you can. You can
Okay.
touch yourself as much as you want.
I was going to say, like, where do all the in-jokes come from?
This is not a sin in the eye of your God
No.
if
I would
you wholly touch
appreciate.
yourself.
I would appreciate one. It will get me nearer to max.
Yeah, I'll give you a 6.
Okay.
You got any more?
Go anymore. Get those hands on.
Oh,
Go on.
I feel very invigorated at your touch.
Glad to hear
You've
it.
got your fingers are magic, mate. I like them. Yeah. Get them on me
I
anytime like that.
believe it's his god that does all the work.
Yeah, it's just working through me.
Really? Because mine just like is a god of family, farming, hunting, and trade. And well, honestly, I was a farmer, and my last crop failed, so I'm not feeling particularly faithful. I have to say.
You want to convert?
No, I became an adventurer.
Have you ever heard? So you were looking into their pockets.
Yes,
Yes, loot the corpses. It's in the ultimate guide to adventuring.
absolutely. Some cliches were designed to happen.
So basically, what you find on the 2 corpses that are left, because all the others fled, you find a short sword.
Throw that one. Yeah. If it's not, if Bish Bash Boss isn't the one who's found it, then it's getting thrown to Bish Bash Boss immediately.
An actual sword?
Oh.
A real one made by an orc?
Where is that choir coming from?
The heavens open and sunbeams shine down. As it glints off the blade of the sword.
So somebody
So,
start acting like the pigs in the Muppet Show.
Is this a full-length sword for me? Is that how it works?
I'm sorry?
Does that count as a full-length sword for me? Is that how it works, or is it still a short sword? Does the sword scale to the wearer?
No, it does not.
It's just
I'm
magic.
sorry. That's a d6 damage plus strength. Also, you find a great club
Well, we kind of
that does
found that before. when it
10
hit in the
plus
head.
4, a grand total of 20 silver pieces, and an envelope, a sealed envelope.
Yoink.
Ah. Is there any writing on it?
Well, I haven't even opened the bloody thing yet. Give me a moment.
Now on
Oh,
the
yeah,
envelope
on the
itself.
envelope.
No, on the envelope, nothing is written.
Is there anything?
What?
What's the seal like? Is there?
Seal. Yeah. Seal.
Is there a
Yeah,
pattern?
the seal actually looks, of course, is red, very cliche, and looks like he has 2 bones crossed.
I do have some skill in heraldry.
Mhm.
Would I know of this rather crude insignia?
Given the fact that you see the same insignia on the armor of the laying corpses, you can make an educated guess that it is their sigil. Sigil, herald.
Well, in any case,
I don't know the correct term. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I crack it open in any case.
I'm Italian. I'm pasta la vista DM. I don't know words. So you open the envelope. You said.
Yes.
Basically, you see that it is very, very harshly written, like it is a 4-year-old writing it that just learned how to write. And it says, "Oh, so basically, we were able to send him some sneaky dudes into Phantasopoulos and find about the quest that King John Smith is giving his people about this hole in the water. So we will do what we will do best. So we beat the shit out of the water to let us know where the hole in the water is." P.S. Do you know what would be cool if we actually were able to get our hands on some adventurers, maybe someone sent by King John Smith. We hold them prisoner, but instead of beating the shit out of them, we just give them riddles. That could be fun. A change of pace to heighten the moral of the group. Yeah, that could be done.
See, why couldn't have we just had the riddles rather than the brutal maiming and killing? That
We
would have
did
been
give him a
much
chance.
easier.
Too light.
Yeah, but
It's not too light. It's better balance, probably.
No. For mine. Hang on. And I hold up the great club, then I get my sword and put that on as if it's going to be the crossbar, and I consider that as like, it's a bit too big. I kind of like my wooden sword. It's better weighted.
Well, I tell you what, you keep a hold of that orc thing just in case.
It's an orc thing. It's not even nice.
You
could take it to a blacksmith and they could make it nicer.
Yeah, they can put some balance on
And
it.
it would still be a short sword. It's small even for me.
But they're
I
huge.
don't know how to answer that.
It is traditional to take trophies from your fallen opponents.
Exactly. Look.
In fairness, I didn't actually hit any of them. Well, I got a hit on the boss. But
That's why you've only got a short sword.
Yeah, but listen. We are the Valiant, right? And as an adventuring group, as the Valiant adventuring group, it is our right, nay, our duty to take trophies. So you take
Right.
that sword, and
no,
that is your trophy.
You hold the arm out, your arm out, right? I'll hit you with each and see which one hurts more.
Right.
Damon gets out the popcorn.
But it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It's called.
You think it's fucking
Science.
interesting? You stick your arm out.
You could say
I've seen
anything.
what, I've seen
this
what
is
she can do with that.
empirical.
I can
is
see.
called-
I've seen what she can fucking do with that fucking sword of hers. There's no
It
way
is
I'm
called-
sticking my arm out.
Skiancy.
Yes, it makes you speak in a Yorkshire
We do a
accent.
test.
I told you for a small moment I went home.
Okay. As you're attempting to do this rather strange, barbaric way of measuring things and statistical analysis, I'm going to go over to the pool and have a look at it.
I don't suppose it's ready to talk now, is it? Seeing as we rescued it from the orcs.
It's just a pond, like I told you before.
A very ungrateful one.
It's just stagnant water.
They were beating it.
Hmm.
I mean, I'll have a little feel around in it just in case there is anything at the bottom.
Maybe you think you touched a fish, but nothing more than that.
Well, that fish probably has 3 eyes by now, given the state of this water. What on earth were they beating it up for? It's a pond, it's not a lake. Unless they're
They
really
were trying
that
to get
dumb.
it to talk. Aren't you following the plot of our adventure?
I can't take another look at the rather colloquial writing of the orcs in the letter. But
Yes, I don't think they were doing anything useful. I'm afraid.
believe they were just getting it wrong and setting themselves up to take prisoners of ours. But they did not hold true to their words, and that is disappointing. I would have quite liked a riddle.
Oh.
Now you've done it.
I can do a riddle. What has 5 holes, 7 holes? Oh, wait. 7 holes.
Swiss cheese.
But
Very short golf course.
well, I can't do riddle.
That's all right. We weren't expecting you to. Be able to.
Oh! I can do one. What you can catch, but you can't throw.
A cold.
Oh,
Cold.
I was more thinking a terminal disease, but a cold is cool.
Well, it depends on the disease. They're not always passed on through the air.
You're a bloody.
How boring.
Bloody laugh, aren't you?
Well, in any case, we got the riddle correct. So
Yay! Smart adventurers! Not pointing swords and horks and or whatever.
No, I wasn't.
Yay!
But you don't see us beating up a pawn, do you? So
Is there anything else in this clearing at all?
I'm sorry, nothing worth your attention.
Then I say we go back, we get our steeds, and we,
Vamoose.
continue on our weary way.
keeping an eye out for these orcs that are still around.
Yes.
Yeah, just in case the sneaky little bastards try and.
Get some revenge.
Well, they're not little; they're quite big for one thing.
Not when I get a hold of them.
Ignore.
I'm feeling,
And they nearly
I'm
took
feeling
my head
confident
off.
now about my sword capabilities now.
They're annoyingly hard to hit.
Yeah,
keep
but
my
when
bow
you
out
hit
when
'em-
I'm walking and just keep it primed,
Yeah,
as it were.
look, I admit it took a couple of goes to actually hit the bastard, but once I did, fuck, did I hit him.
Ah. I'll do one more.
That's a dangerous game you're playing.
All right.
Yes, that's very true. He's being repressed. It's
In
not
my,
autonomous
in my defense,
collective.
I've not actually seen Holy Grail.
Oh, you want to see that?
How
That's a
could you
film
not?
It was like
I mean, you
my...
must have heard every single line of dialogue of it at a role-playing
Yeah,
game,
but
haven't you?
Yeah.
the thing is that people will do it in their interpretation of a particular accent rather than the actual scene itself.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I
because
get
you
what
live
he's
around
saying.
Scottish people.
Well, there is Tim. of
Stevie, if you
course.
want to chime in here anytime, just some backup, please.
Wow, you couldn't have sounded any more Scottish when you said that, unless you'd threatened to lump me one in the face.
Just
So, guys,
So,
if you're good, I'd say we will resume next week with the
probably for the best.
how do you say that? I don't know the words. Shit. Traduzione.
See you next week, Jimmy. That's how you say it.
Stevie, anytime, just pile on.
Oh, all right.
There you go. That's what we like.
I would write it in the chat, Steve, except I haven't got enough umlauts. What were you trying
See
to
you
say,
next
George?
week with the second to last session before we resume Mask of Nyarlathotep. All right.
All right.
Thank you,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night.
Cheers.